Hello, let's do a KZ EDX versus Redmi Airdots 2 comparison. Now, my name is Jeffrey, and as usual, this is Inquisitive Universe. Hello, how are you doing? Well, we want to do a comparison between a KZ EDX and the Redmi Airdots 2. One of them is an IEM, the other is a TWS earbud. So let's get into the video right away. Now, both devices are entry level, right? That is like they are at the bottom when it comes to specs. But the KZ EDX is an IEM, as Abela said, and the Redmi Airdots 2 is a true wireless earbud. Now, these two devices are very affordable, but the Redmi Airdots 2 seems to be the more popular option on the market. Now, since both devices are entry level, they only have one big dynamic driver ish. Now, I have done a video about IEMs alone and comparing IEMs to true wireless earbuds. So as the video progresses, you will see the cards at the top of your screen if you pay attention. Now, despite both devices, using single dynamic drivers, both companies went about the implementations in very different ways. Now, we're going to get to that, but before we do that, let's check out the unboxing. Now, the unboxing of the Redmi Airdots 2 is a very dull affair. You get charging case with the Redmi Airdots 2 inside, extra earbud tip replacements, and a user manual, which nobody ever reads. Now, the unboxing of the KZ EDX is a much more premium affair, and you can tell from the way like the package of the KZ EDX is designed. You know that they put a lot of thought into it, and I believe they should get bonus points for that. Now let's move on to build quality, looks, and design. Now both devices look well made, but the Redmi Airdots 2 is made of plastic. Now, despite being made of plastic, it boasts IPX4 water resistance for water splash. That's it. I know some people have erroneously stated that the Redmi Airdots 2 is water resistance or it's waterproof. It is not. It is not. IPX4 is for water splashes, like when water gets on the surface, for example, like maybe when you're sweating or maybe you're in the rain, kind of stuff where water splashes onto the surface, not when you immerse or you submerge yourself in water. No, that's for devices with IPX6 rating, not IPX4. So let's continue. The KZ EDX, on the other hand, is made with resin and quite frankly looks better well made and feels a lot more solid, although it lacks any type of IP rating, but I think it's also splash proof as well, and having used it for a while, I can confirm excuse me, I can confirm that. Now the KZ EDX is very sturdy, whilst the Redmi Airdots 2 looks more cheaper and more fragile. Now, when it comes to ease of use, by default, the Redmi Airdots 2 is the easier device to use, being a TWS earbud after all. You pick it, you put it in your ears, you wait for it to connect, boom, it's that easy, you're good to go. Now, the KZ EDX is also plug and play, like quite literally plug and play, but by default it comes with wires, and wires I hassle to deal with. Now wires have its advantages because Bluetooth, when you're working with Bluetooth sometimes, especially when you're playing like high profile, like high octane games, like PUBG or Call of Duty, these are games that require split second decision making. Now Bluetooth devices or Bluetooth listening devices do suffer from latency from time to time. This is especially seen when you're using like low end entry level like Bluetooth devices. Using wires, on the other hand, like wired earphones or wired IEMs, eliminates latency completely. This is also seen when you are doing stuff like editing videos, for example, when you need to have those earbuds in ear and then you're trying to, like, any latency, anything that goes off whilst editing is going to have a huge impact on your video. So wires have advantages when it comes to latency. Then the KZ EDX can also give you the best of both worlds because it has detachable cables, so you can simply get rid of those cables, like just take them out and then replace them with a Bluetooth adapter, so it can be both a Bluetooth listening device, a wireless device, as well as wired. So I don't know, this one looks like a tie for me. Now let's move on to the sound and the mic quality. Alright, I'm testing the audio for the KZ EDX. Mostly this is how you're going to put it on when you want to make calls. Let me step back a bit. So how does it sound? Let me bring the mouthpiece up now. How does it sound now? Does it sound okay? Let me know in the comments. This is the audio test for the Redmi Airdots 2 True Wireless Earbuds. Tell me how it sounds. Yeah, because it's basically in here. You can see it. So let me know how it sounds. Alright, so now you've listened to both. Whilst you're making up your mind, we could talk about the pricing. Now, they are both within the same price range. Funny enough, despite being the wired option, the KZ EDX is actually a tad, slightly more expensive at $7.60 on AliExpress, by the way, whilst the Redmi Airdots 2 is slightly cheaper at $7.49. But then again, those cents don't really matter because these prices vary from store to store. I would say that they are both around the same price range, so it depends on what you want. If you want to get an extra Bluetooth adapter for your KZ EDX, that could significantly take the price of the KZ EDX even higher, all the way up to at least 15 USD or even 20 USD, depending on the Bluetooth adapter that you're going for. But by default, they are both around the same price range. So verdicts. Now, I cannot honestly tell you that one is better than the other one outright. That would be wrong. But it depends on what you value most in a listening device. Now, for people who value ease of use and mobility, it's always going to be the Redmi Airdots 2. Honestly, I'm going to say it. Despite having the weaker audio, it has, mobility. It's got freedom. Just pick and throw it into your ear. You never have to worry about wires or anything. But if you're the kind of person who values better audio, sound fidelity, immersion, the experience, and you cannot really be bothered you cannot really be bothered about wires, or you can shell out the extra bit, the extra cash to get a Bluetooth adapter, then definitely is the KZ EDX for you. But whatever it is, just let me know in the comments. I will be signing out now as usual. My name is Jeffrey. Thank you for coming. Please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.